That used to mean Freedom Escape, a place where rules felt optional and consequences felt distant. Now it means something else, because what's happening in Las Vegas doesn't stay there anymore. It's spreading. And if you look closely, Vegas isn't just a city. It's a preview on how everything's going wrong. The illusion that used to work for decades, Las Vegas sold a simple promise. You don't need to be rich to feel rich. Cheap rooms, free drinks, low-limit tables, buffets that felt endless. You could land with a few $100s and walk away feeling like you lived large. That wasn't accidental. It was the business model. Casinos understood something fundamental. If they could get people in the door cheaply and keep them comfortable, those people would spend more over time. And it worked. Visitor numbers climbed steadily for years, reaching over 42 million annual visitors in 2019, according to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. But that version of Vegas is gone. A hotel room advertised at $99 looks like a deal. Then comes reality. There is a resort fee that typically falls between $45 and $55 per night, taxes that add roughly 13 to 15%, parking charges that can range from $18 to $30 per day, and even basic services like Wi-Fi that used to be free are now bundled into paid fees, so that $99 room is no longer $99. It usually lands somewhere between $170 and $200 by the time you check out. That's not an exception. That's the norm. Resort fees alone have more than doubled since 2010, when they averaged under $20 per night, according to Consumer Reports and industry pricing data through the mid-2020s. Now, zoom out. Food prices on the Strip often match or exceed airport pricing. A bottle of water can cost between $10 and $14. Basic cocktails often go beyond $20. And even casual meals can fall in the $25 to $40 range. So before you even gamble, you're already spending heavily. That's the first shift. Vegas isn't trying to feel cheap anymore. In June 2025, Las Vegas saw about 3.1 million visitors, which was down roughly 11% year over year, based on Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority reports. Tourism is falling. Hotel occupancy dropped to around 78%, which represents a decline of more than 6 percentage points from the previous year. Airport traffic declined as well, so you would expect revenue to fall too. It didn't. Nevada gaming revenue still exceeded $1.3 billion in June 2025, increasing by about 3.5% year over year, according to the Nevada Gaming Control Board. Fewer people are coming, yet more money is being made. That's not a recovery. That's a strategy. If fewer people are coming, and the city is still making more money, then who is it being built for? Instead of relying on 100 people spending $100 each, the model is shifting toward 20 people spending $1,000 each. You can see this shift across the city. High-end restaurants are replacing buffets. VIP sections are replacing open access spaces. Luxury experiences are replacing casual ones that were once widely available. Let's look at the core of Vegas, which is gambling. It hasn't stayed the same either. Walk through a casino today, and you will notice something quickly. There are more machines and fewer tables than before. That's not a design choice. It's a mathematical one. Slot machines can give casinos a house edge ranging from about 5% to as high as 15%, depending on the specific game, according to the American Gaming Association. Compare that to blackjack. Traditional blackjack used to pay out at 3 to 2, but many tables now offer 6 to 5 payouts instead. That single change significantly increases the house advantage, as documented by gaming analysts such as Wizard of Odds. Roulette has also changed. Where single zero tables were once common, many casinos now feature double zero and even triple zero versions. Each additional zero increases the casino's edge over the player. These are not minor adjustments. They reshape the entire experience. The games look familiar, but the odds are worse. It feels like you're playing the same game, but you are not. Vegas isn't collapsing, it's filtering. The middle is disappearing, and the fact that data supports this trend. The top 10% of US households now account for nearly 50% of total consumer spending, according to Moody's Analytics in 2024. At the same time, household debt in the United States has surpassed $17 trillion, based on Federal Reserve data from 2024. Consumer confidence has also fluctuated near recession-level lows during the 2023 to 2025 period, according to the Conference Board. So what happens? People don't stop spending entirely. They split. Some spend more than ever. Most pull back. Vegas is adapting to that split. This is where perception begins to shift. People often say that Vegas isn't fun anymore. That sounds subjective, but it reflects something structural. The sense of fun in Las Vegas used to come from the feeling that you were getting away with something. Drinks were cheap or free, perks were common, and the overall experience felt like a bargain. Now the feeling is different. You're being charged at every step. There are resort fees, service fees that often add 4 to 5% to restaurant bills, ATM fees, parking fees, and a range of additional charges that appear throughout the experience. Even something as simple as opening a minibar can trigger automatic charges. This is not random friction. It is engineered revenue. If every step costs money, is it still an escape or just a more expensive version of real life? For decades, Las Vegas had a major advantage. If you wanted to gamble, you had to go there. That is no longer true. Today, more than 40 US states offer some form of legalized gambling. According to the American Gaming Association, sports betting is now legal in over 30 states, and online platforms allow people to gamble from home. So the question becomes simple. Why fly to the desert to lose money when you can do the same thing from your phone? Las Vegas no longer has a monopoly on gambling, so it raised prices instead. COVID-19 hit Las Vegas harder than most cities because of its reliance on tourism. Visitor numbers collapsed, businesses shut down, and the entire system was disrupted. But the key detail is this: not everything came back. Many buffets never reopened. Some shows disappeared permanently. Staffing levels in many casinos and hotels never fully returned to pre-pandemic levels. The city did not rebuild what it had. It rebuilt something different. Las Vegas regularly experiences extreme heat, with summer temperatures exceeding 110 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 43 degrees Celsius. Climate projections from agencies like NOAA suggest that heat waves in the region are becoming longer and more intense. This changes behavior. Fewer people walk the strip during the day. Visitors rely more on indoor attractions. Energy demand increases as cooling systems work harder. Las Vegas was built as an escape, but even the environment is becoming harder to ignore. At this point, this stops being just about Las Vegas, because the same patterns are appearing elsewhere. Prices are rising faster than wages. Experiences are becoming tiered based on income. Companies are focusing more on high-spending customers. Access for middle-income consumers is shrinking. Las Vegas simply makes these trends visible. Vegas didn't lose its magic. It just stopped pretending. Revenue remained strong. And if this model continues, the real question is, if Vegas is changing this fast, what city is next?